So good morning everybody. My name is Hylke Koers. It's a great pleasure to be here. And I'm the head of content innovation at Elsevier. And Elsevier is part of RELX Group. So RELX, formerly known as Elsevier, is an innovative, data-driven company that provides information solutions for professional customers in various industries. While the scale of our operations is global, we are very much a European company, a successful European company, headquartered in London and Amsterdam. So I will be talking today about the Elsevier part of RELX Group, and I hope that I'll be able to bring across how we've embraced a digital opportunity early on, and how in the past decade we have really transformed from an offline traditional academic publishing house into an online information solutions company that is all about technology, innovation and smart publishing. So Elsevier publishes close to 400,000 scientific articles a year out of more than 1 million manuscripts that are submitted to us every year. So these are the kind of articles that are written by researchers for their peers, in which they really present their work, they share their ideas, and they also create an impact and build their academic career on the basis of these publications. Our job as a publisher is to organize the peer review process, ensure quality, and archive and disseminate that work. We do that by publishing over 2,000 scientific journals in all disciplines, some very broad, some very small, including some flagship titles such as The Lancet and Cell. We publish both subscription-based journals and open access, and our Science Direct platform is a leading information solution for researchers, combining authoritative journal and book content with smart functionality to help researchers and medical professionals to work more effectively and efficiently. So as Elsevier, we are also very much at the forefront of innovation, and of course being the head of content innovation, that is near and dear to me. And the reason for that is really quite simple. We serve the world of research, and that world is a world of innovation with continuous and rapid changes. The number of researchers worldwide continues to grow, collaboration intensifies, but also research output has really evolved with the explosion of research data and the tools to measure, analyze and share that data. So it's no longer just about text and images, but it's also about multi-terabyte data sets, computer code, multimedia, etc., etc. So that comes with different needs and expectations for researchers to access that information from the reader side, but also changing need when it comes to presenting one's work at the authoring side to create impact and to build your academic career. However, when it comes to publishing, we still live in a very traditional paper-based publication format, and that has really very limited support for these new forms of research output. There's a quote from Alberto Pepe at Harvard, which I really like a lot, and he summarizes the situation as saying, as researchers, we do 21st century research, we write that up using 20th century tools, and then we package it into a 17th century format. And if you think about it, that is a very true statement, right? The traditional ink and paper format is very limited and doesn't properly support modern day research, and doesn't really support all those kinds of rich digital research output that have become an essential part of research today. So there's this mismatch between cutting edge research and this century-old publication format. And that mismatch is exactly where we believe that we as Elsevier can make a difference and lead the way by applying technology for innovation and creating a smart way of publishing. Under the Article of the Future name, we have been developing and continue to develop digital upgrades to academic publishing to really bring the scholarly article into the 21st century. Our vision is to create an article that captures all of the richness of modern day research, including data, computer code, multimedia, and so on and so forth, to on the one hand give our authors the most powerful tools to present their work, and on the other hand giving our readers access to that new form of very high quality, valuable material, together with the functionality to really make sense of it and really benefit from that content. It's not about bells and whistles or just a nice, sleek interface, but it's really about delivering solutions that help people work smarter, save time for individual researchers, and make the research enterprise as a whole more efficient. So let me give you a couple of examples, and given the time available, I just wanted to point out 3 main dimensions. And we also circulated these A4s with a couple of visuals, because a lot of these examples are very visual. There's 2 sides to it. So the first dimension I wanted to speak about. We're enabling and encouraging researchers to include their research data with their article when they submit a manuscript to us. And then we visualize that data so that other researchers can really explore that material in an interactive way. As an example, we've developed an interactive map feature that places geographical data on a Google Maps interface and integrate that into the article. So as a researcher, you no longer upload just an image of your geographical data, you submit the actual geographical data, and then we turn that into an interactive image. Other examples are an interactive 3D viewer, we have a series of those, and a virtual microscope to give medical professionals access to very high resolution slide imagery. So all of these interactive viewers are offered with the online article, helping researchers to understand the research that is presented at a deeper level in a very intuitive and easy way. The second dimension I wanted to highlight is that we're connecting the article with other sources of relevant and trustworthy scientific material on the web, and really make the article part of a connected world of research. One example to point out is our database linking program, through which we've set up bi-directional links between the articles that we publish and the primary data that usually sits at very domain-specific data repositories. It makes a lot of sense to have the data separate, so it can be accessed separately and people can do things that are not able to do if the data only sits with the article. But by making these links, we make the data much more visible, make the article more visible, and really save people time to be searching for that material. The third dimension I wanted to highlight is how we're utilizing technology and multimedia to bridge the gap between science and society. For almost 1,500 journals, we offer a feature called audio slides, which are brief 5-minute presentations in which the author of the paper explains their work using slides and voiceover. We encourage them to use relatively easy language and really to bridge the gap and explain their research not only to their peers but also to society at large. These presentations are made freely available, and we also encourage authors to post them on social media to promote their work to both their peers and the public at large. And it's a great way to increase readership. We really see that this is effective, and if authors use their audio slides presentation to promote their work, we really see that their article is read more than without. So I wanted to emphasize that we create these kind of innovations not in isolation, but rather in very close collaboration with the research community, both internationally and also at the European level. We spend time to really understand researcher pain points, and we make substantial investments to create solutions that work for different scientific disciplines. So let me wrap up. Of course, innovation doesn't stop here, and there's much more that we do at Elsevier around smart publishing, including a pilot to make research data openly available, an author dashboard that allows researchers to track the impact of their publication, and smart article recommendations to help people find articles that are also relevant for them in an easy way. And I'll be more than happy to provide additional examples or further context. Thank you very much.